Good evening. We return tonight to our playthrough of Escape Velocity Classic by means of the unofficial port by Guy from the Ambrosia forums. When we left off, I was jumping back and forth between Nemesis and Capella here, pumping up a ton of credits. As you can see, I am now 21.32 million credits rich, and I have fired all of my light freighter companions. So, off screen for about 2 hours, I think? I just kind of ran back and forth between these two planets and made a bunch of money. Saved an awful lot of hassle in doing so. And who wants to watch me do that for endless hours? Instead, we have here, yes, and during that time, I picked on as many pirates as presented themselves, and made at least some of the Confederation a little more pleased with me. However, my ability to improve my legal reputation is very limited in the scout ship because of my lack of firepower and lack of durability. But that's okay. We're 21 million credits rich now, which means we can address our firepower and durability concerns. Where do I want to go to make these purchases? Because that's the first thing we're going to do today. We're going to upgrade out of this scout ship and into a more suitable combat vessel. I know Yemero sells the ship I'm looking for, but I would like a location that also has an outfitters. But I don't think such a location is available to me at present, except for pirate locations, which, notably, you see that the pirates are going to let me land. I don't know why, but that works. I did mention on the last stream that I bought the regional map at Spisa for the sole purpose of keeping track of whether I would be allowed to land at the pirate outpost, and here we are. So we're actually just gonna pop right up here to New Antigua and get our new ship, which once again I have not prepared a name for. So this is always a rare thing to see, a pirate who's actually friendly toward you and will give you strange greetings that are piratey. So here we are. New Antigua was founded in the spirit of Earth's Caribbean Isles. Like their predecessors, the islands of New Antigua are home to some of the most evil pirates around. And I'm kind of disappointed at the outfittings available here, but that's okay. It's okay. So we're here to purchase this wonderful thing. The Atenota Kestrel is the most powerful ship available to civilians. In addition to its already formidable complement of weaponry, this sleek black vessel carries a pair of Lightning fighter bombers. This combination is the reason the Kestrel is classified as an escort frigate. Of course, Atenota only sells this kind of firepower to the most reputable of private customers. But rumor has it that a freighter full of Kestrel subassemblies recently disappeared near the edge of Confederation space. So this is the best ship you're going to be able to get until such time as you either capture yourself a warship from one of the two factions or persuade them to allow you to purchase one. So, we needs a name. We needs a name. We need a name that we can live with for an extended period of time. Kind of makes me wish my macOS 9 machine was plugged in, because I had a whole file of ship names, and really nothing is coming to mind right now. Oh, I got one. And some of my other audience members might even really appreciate it. We're gonna go with... do I want a prefix? Nah, screw the prefix. We'll just go with Relentless. Now, proton turrets are technically better, but they're a lot heavier than laser turrets. I'll definitely pick up the missile jammer, definitely pick up the afterburner, fueler, flares. I could do the introduction to space bombs now. I think I'm going to do that. Let's get us a bomb rack and... let's say 15 bombs. Laser cannons. We want laser cannons because, strangely enough, laser cannons are actually more efficient damage dealers than proton cannons, just because of the proton cannon's rate of fire. And I think that's all we can really get done for our ship here. You will note here that the Lightning fighter bomber that our ship comes with is quite expensive to replace at 1 million credits a pop. So I will be treating my fighters with kid gloves and basically really only using them as free missile dispensers. I'll launch them, have them ordered to attack, let them launch a couple of missiles, and then immediately recall them before they can take any enemy fire. Because they're not especially durable, but they do have a lot of firepower. Spaceport bar description. The guy at the next table looks so nasty that you wouldn't be surprised if he had a wooden leg and an eye patch. As you glance about uneasily, you become aware of how easy it would be for you to have your throat slit in this place. And just for the point of the interest, when you go to hire a Kestrel escort, the description of the ship is absolutely wonderful, short, sweet, to the point. My ship is a Kestrel, says this starship captain. What else do you need to know? Now you can see here in the news that extreme crew boredom has raised the price of luxury goods on Syntex Refinery. That's actually something that's happening. So if I were to jump over to Syntex Refinery, I would find that the price of the commodity luxury goods is in the higher state, much as it was occasionally on Capella. So if you happen to be in a location to take advantage of news stories like that, you can make a fair bit of money. But as I mentioned off screen, I took the liberty of making all the money I'm ever going to need. So that I can just go straight into the storyline of this game. Well, one of perhaps several. See, I'm no longer in the pirate system, so the pirate's not too fond of me at present. He's just kind of going to shoot at me in futility, because my ship is far and away better than when I left. I will not fire upon him, because it's rather convenient to be able to land there, and I don't want to piss the pirates off. We're gonna leave. We're gonna go to Spisa, we're gonna get the rest of our ship outfitting taken care of. So, missiles. We don't need those. because our Lightning Fighter bombers will automatically resupply their weapon stores every time they redock with our mothership here. So Lightning Fighters are functionally our missiles. So no need to waste our available weapon space on those. Torpedoes, however, those are mighty handy. They do a lot of damage, and they're pretty cheap for the amount of damage they do. But first, the essentials. Fuel tanks, density scanners and IFF decoders, and javelin pods. Javelin rockets do not do a lot of damage. They are not guided, but you can get a whole mess of them, and they fire very quickly, and they have pretty darn good range. So if you want to damage a target without being too close, and yeah, javelin rockets are your way to go. They will enable you to hit your target without your target being able to return fire, assuming they've run out of missiles and torpedoes themselves. I'm very tempted to pick up tritanium plating layer. That would add approximately 50 armor to my ship here. The shield capacitor and shield booster are expensive things that do basically nothing except for a really small ship. The shield capacitor only adds 1.5, well, on my scale, on the classic scale, 1.5 shields. But in this scale, where everything is multiplied by 10, shield capacitor adds 15 shields for each one. You have a maximum purchasable amount of 4. So the best you can do is get 60 shields, while the Kestrel baseline has 1,300. They're really not worth the weapon space. They're not worth the price. And the shield booster is the similar situation. Because of the way EV calculates shield regeneration rates, the amount of change that the shield booster gives you actually only really has a noticeable effect on ships that have very small shield amounts. So if you had like 30 or fewer shields, 300 or fewer shields. I'm a classic fan, not really accustomed to the Novaport. If you have 300 or fewer shields, the shield booster would probably be a worthwhile upgrade, but on anything more than that, it's not worth your money, not worth your space. Armor plating can be very much worth your while, but I think I'll just get... I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to keep that space and use it for additional weapons. And another torpedo launcher, heavy though it may be. And fill up the rest of the space with torpedoes. Ooh, mass expansions. I should get a couple of those. Mass expansions, as you can see in the description, sacrifices cargo capacity in favor of weapon space. So lose 15 tons cargo, gain 10 tons weapon space. Good call. I have 80 tons of cargo to deal with. I'll pick up 2 of these, so my cargo goes down to 50 tons. Still superior to my scout ship. And that'll give me another 20 tons of weapon space, which I will fill with more torpedoes. Can you tell I like torpedoes? And I think that makes us about as decked out as we need to be. We have these Feds that are unfortunately not too happy with us. I can only assume that they are picking on us because we are appreciated here in this rebel-controlled system. But that does remind me. There are a few more upgrades that we can get. which I, being in the Confederate storyline as revealed in the previous stream, I would have preferred to pick up at Ruby, but Ruby is presently not too happy with us, so we'll head over to Rebel High Command and get these upgrades there. And these are the ship's speed and maneuverability upgrades that I was speaking of previously. Here we go. Thrust enhancement. Engine upgrade. And rotation control systems upgrade. So now my little escort frigate is going to be significantly more mobile. Oh, ram scopes. Ram scopes slowly regenerate your fuel supply, which is very important because if you end up with no fuel in an uninhabited system, you kind of gotta just wait for someone to come along to either plunder their fuel or beg them for fuel. But the ram scoop kind of takes care of that problem. So now the Kestrel is fully outfitted. Got a wonderful supply of torpedoes, the lightnings, space bombs, and javelin rockets. Wunderbar! And now, because we are in the Confederate string, we're probably going to want to go restore our reputation, now that we have the firepower and durability to do so. We're going to hop down to this uninhabited system in close proximity to Confederation holdings. And we're going to see if there are any pirates there to slay for the sake of improved reputation. But I don't think I'm going to get a lot out of that, because that Confederate frigate kind of did all the work. How about here? Nope. Stop off here for some fuel. Nothing in the spaceport bar. The spaceport bar, if I didn't communicate this before, is where you get the missions that advance the storyline for the most part. There is actually one occasion in which you advance the storyline through the mission computer, and that's actually going to occur in the Confederation storyline as we proceed forward. Here we have this wonderful pirate corvette donating his life to my cause. We'll take the bother to plunder his credits, or no, we'll take the ship, because that's a fair amount of firepower to have as an escort. Reputation be damned, we need escorts. Escorts are especially handy in the Novaport because the Novaport AI actually makes them capable of staying within combat range of their target and usefully deploying their weapons. No pirates today. Try again. We're basically just gonna keep on with this style of activity till we've restored our legal standing with the Confederation. Still no pirates, huh? Oh, this should help. A local official inquires as to whether you would be willing to eliminate a pirate that has been plundering ships in and around the Zaxt system. Certainly am, certainly am. Pirate ship Man of War has been plundering and destroying freighters in this system for the past week, the official informs you. We know it's hiding nearby. Your mission is to locate and destroy this pirate. You should also be aware that the Man of War fighters' escorts have been patrolling the area and will probably attempt to hinder your search. So what that means is there is a pirate Kestrel who is hanging out within one jump of this system.
That's affirmative.
And I am to go destroy it. And these lightning fighters here are going to harass me every step of the way. I'm going to use my lightnings. To contend with those without oh hey, check this out. This is the personality entity, shall we say, for Matt Birch, the man who created the entire game of EV Classic. I will inform you that it is a very bad idea to attempt to attack Matt Birch, because his Kestrel is no ordinary Kestrel. And as you can see, his greetings text, it's 3 in the morning. Why am I still working on this damn game? The other thing you will not get to see right now, but is indeed a fact, is if you were to attack him, you would be spammed with the hail across the bottom of your screen that reads something to the effect of, "Eat blazing electric death." So let us continue our search for the Man of War. We destroyed the lightnings here, so I'm not sure whether they will continue to pester us. Looks like not. So we just have Man of War here, and the fighters that come with it. So I don't know why he's not deploying them. I'm just gonna hide here behind this asteroid till... there they are. Till that happens. And I'm just gonna fly around and juke and dodge so as to not get hit by their ordnance. And now the lightning is toothless. Javelin rockets we don't care about. Now, thanks to my laser cannons, I should have plenty of firepower to take this on head-to-head without using any ordnance of my own, despite my relative lack of shields at present. Just in case, we'll have our javelin rockets ready. Oh, and it's decided to start throwing torpedoes at us finally. That's gonna be a little bit of a problem. There we go. So that is our target destroyed. And that is the traditional start of stream request from downstairs. So we'll pop over back to Zaxted Station, land, collect our fee, and I will step away for just a minute to contend with this request that I have now received. So I shall be back in just a minute. Not even worth bringing up the intermission banner. Alrighty. So we have been paid about 80 grand for taking that pirate down, and that has in fact improved our reputation in the local area. Still a few stragglers that don't quite appreciate us yet, but that will improve with a little more effort. Wow, somebody's hard to please. Another handy feature of this game is named freighters like this, as you can see, will actually hail you with mission offerings. Unfortunately, they're kind of shitty, because he only wants to give me 15 grand to take his cargo somewhere, when I can do the same thing from any given mission computer for 10 grand more. It's a great function of the game that doesn't actually get used very well in the course of the game itself. But it is, however, a feature that plugins back in the day took pretty decent advantage of. Well, this should take care of our legal woes. The gains you enjoy from destroying a ship has to do, at least traditionally, with the crew count of the ship you destroy. And being that the Kestrel carries a crew of 196, that should be plenty of points in my favor to please the local Confederation. I want to take this Argosy. Don't want the pirate to blow him up. I want to try to capture that Argosy because it will give me quite a bit more cargo space to fill with commodities, just to make sure I don't spend myself into a hole. Now when you meet a Kestrel in the wild like this one, they usually carry quite a significant sum of credits, which is distinct from the situation where I was hired to go kill one. Those you can't board, but these you can. As you can see, they carry a healthy sum. I would normally take advantage of this wonderful 9% chance of capture, but for the sake of the stream, I'm going to abort so that I don't trip the self-destruct and lose the opportunity to kill this thing myself and earn my legal points. And there you have it. I am all forgiven throughout the entire Confederation except for this place way down here. And that means I can try to proceed with the Confederate string. Oh goody, another pirate. Don't mind if I do. Well, that'll take care of all our cargo needs. So from this point forward, I'll really only pursue combat escorts. Oh, you know what? I think I need to go to landfall. I believe that is where the next step begins. But the mission is not here. So we'll try Earth after all. Although not Earth proper. Earth proper does not have a spaceport bar. Luna and Mars, on the other hand, do. Here we go. A Confederation officer sits down next to you and speaks quietly to you. Confed Intel has received reports that the rebellion is massing its forces in preparation for renewed attacks on the Confederation, he says. A good pilot who won't ask questions is needed to help locate their fleet. Are you interested? I certainly am, sir. I ask no questions except where do you want to go? Our listening posts have picked up increased FTL comm traffic on Rebel command frequencies in the past week, the officer continues. We think this indicates that the rebels are amassing a fleet in some secret location and preparing for a strike on one of the core worlds. Our mission is to find Rebel Battle Group 7 and report back here with its location. However, do not attempt to engage the rebels, for we estimate they have at least half dozen cruisers and destroyers assembled already. And I knows exactly where they are, because I remember from childhood.
Roger that.
We're going to stop off for fuel here. Because if I need to make extensive use of my afterburner, I'm going to want plenty of fuel to do so. Oh darn. Missing out on some credits there. You know, I'm here on behalf of the Confederation, but because the rebels happen to not think I'm a bad person, the Confeds are shooting at me. That always was an annoyance. This was something that existed in the original game and is preserved faithfully in the port, but it's still kind of stupid. Although, Battle Group 7 should be right here, and I don't see them. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps they are in Adhara.
Roger that.
Once again, stop off for fuel.
That's affirmative.
Those vocal thingy-bobobs, the vocal thingy-bobobs are a result of me giving my escorts instructions.
Roger that. Roger that. Acknowledge. Roger that. Roger that.
Alright, so how about Adhara? Is that, here we go. Wow. Narrowly being missed by 2 heavy rockets there. Even for a Kestrel, getting hit by a couple heavy rockets is not a fun thing. Heavy rockets do a lot of damage. Not as much as space bombs, but all the same. Okay, so we have discovered Battle Group 7. Let us go report on their location. aid our evil Confederation allies. Where was I supposed to return? Luna. Well done, says the Confederation Spy Master. Now that we know where the rebels are building their forces, we can mount a preemptive strike and foil their efforts. He pays you a hefty reward and leaves to catch the next military shuttle to Navy Central. How hefty is hefty? 80 grand. Not bad. Certainly not a pittance. Aha. As you sit, sipping a Sumerian sunset, a Confederation military officer sits down next to you. Captain Yui, he says, we have a slight problem with the rebellion that we think you may be able to take care of for us. The rebels are attempting to field a new type of warship, and we can't allow them to go through with their plans. Are you interested in this mission? Certainly am. Due to our continued success at disrupting their supply lines, the officer tells you, the rebels are rushing into production a new type of warship, which they call an escort carrier. Our intelligence is sketchy at the moment, but we do know that they are some sort of converted freighter, like the Rebel destroyer. They are also capable of carrying starfighters. The prototype, the RSS Late Gulf? Weird. Was sighted near the Sol system 3 days ago. Your mission is to locate and terminate this ship and return to Luna. Oh my, what a mystery. What kind of terrifying rebel vessel will we encounter? Because the Rebel destroyer is no joke. Yeah, I'll just let the Confed kill that. Whoa, that's loud. I'll just, I'll go hang out next to the Confeds here, let them deal with the Manta, so that I don't dirty my own hands. Except they're kind of shooting me instead of the Rebel. There we go. So the ship in question is not here. However, that loud-ass beeping was the signal for doggy time. So I'm going to go take care of the Hound, and we will return in approximately 10 minutes. It looks like I do not have intermission music set up, so I'm actually going to add that in on the fly here. And, yes, this intermission music is courtesy of Dash Rantic. You can, I believe, find him on SoundCloud. Okay. We return and resume our hunt for the RSS Late Gulf, which should be one jump away from Saul. Not here. Now the scripting in this game is actually pretty simple. When a mission is offered, any related ships or objectives, their location becomes fixed. So they won't be moving around as I move around. So it's just a matter of finding where the script has decided to put them, which in this case appears to be Tau Ceti. We'll hop over to Procyon, once again, grab some fuel, and resume our trip. As we do not want to be caught with too little to fuel our afterburner. And it looks like a Confederation warship is... Confederation warship took care of it before I even got to see it, man. Well, that's okay, it won't be the last time we see such a thing. I'll just tell you what it was. It was a bulk freighter, provided with a little extra shielding, something to the tune of 800 on the port scale, and a wing of 4 mantas, and a proton turret. Not much, to say the least. It is and it's not even very mobile like the Rebel Destroyer. It's slow as molasses like any old bulk freighter. Certainly very akin to classic early 20th century Q ships used to escort convoys. Just freighters equipped with some guns. But very bad ship in this case. The Confederation officer is waiting for you at the landing platform. Excellent work, he says, as he hands you your payment. The rebels' laughable attempt to convert a bulk freighter into a viable escort vessel has failed miserably today. We will contact you again if we have any need for your services in the future. Hooray! Where's our combat rating at? Competent. That is going to be a wall. I'm going to need at least a deadly combat rating to get the final mission in the string, but we'll worry about that when we come to it. An Aztec's Mining Industries representative approaches you. They want me to go to bumfuck nowhere for a core sample. Screw that. That does not advance any kind of mission string. It's just a non-standard mission. Now, classically, you could hop between Mars and Luna, and it would re-roll available missions. I'm not sure if that's the case in the port here. You can usually tell by examining the mission computer. So we got Rush, Transport, Triple Cargo. If we go over to Luna, land there, and then go back to Mars, the available missions on Mars should be different. And indeed they are. A local official sits down next to you and whispers a greeting that you can barely hear over the music. Confederation Transport has hit a mine and is adrift in a nearby system. Their engines and life support systems are damaged and they are in need of assistance. But we don't have any rescue ships available. Are you interested in a little search and rescue mission? Sure, this does not actually advance the storyline, but it does give us some cash. And it's something we haven't seen yet on this playthrough. The man leads you to his office. The Confederation passenger ship Pride of Mindor has hit a gravitic mine in a nearby system and is adrift in space. Take note, gravitic mines, not something you can actually get. Space bomb's the closest thing you can get. But judging by the strength of the distress beacon, it's close by. I missed some words there. We're not sure exactly where the ship is, but judging by the strength of the beacon, it's close by. Your mission is to rescue passengers of the Pride of Mindor and bring them safely back to Mars. Be advised that the ship's life support systems will only hold out for another month. So there's a time limit on this.
That's affirmative.
But that should be plenty of time to check the adjacent 4 systems.
Roger.
Got it first shot. And this is as simple as swing in, board the ship, and return. No interference, no nothing. Just go fetch. And that gets us a cool 50 grand. But no storyline advancement. Here we go. Federation officer sits down next to you. Captain Yui, isn't it? We have another job for you. This time, the mission involves striking a rebel freighter convoy. Are you interested? No, not really. This is another thing that gives you some money, gives you some advancement of your combat rating, but doesn't actually advance the storyline, so we'll skip that. Largely because they could send us any old damn place on the map, and I can't be bothered. If after a few more trips to Luna and Mars I do not get a storyline enhancing thing, I'll head out and find a rebel cruiser to blow up. Or 10. Why a rebel cruiser? Because rebel cruisers have a lot of crew. And they're a bit easier to find than pirate kestrels. Oh, I forgot about the mission computer mission from Landfall. We should go try to grab that if we can. I don't see it. Alright, that doesn't work anymore. In the classic game, you could just accept one of the missions from the mission computer and then abort it, and it would re-roll the available missions. But no such luck here in the Nova port. We actually gotta bounce back and forth. Evacuate civilians from New Ireland. This is another one of those missions that don't advance the storyline, but, you know, it's a thing. So, New Ireland, expecting a rebel attack within 2 months. Evacuate civilians to New Japan, somewhere else. That would be handy for some money, but, no real reason to do it. And the mission I am looking for is not here. Worth noting that those evacuate civilians missions don't show up until after you have taken the requisite mission to start the Confederation storyline. Not having a lot of luck here. Maybe I need to start in New Providence? I just remember that the missions I'm speaking of actually pay homage to the Ophidia strain, where we reveal... Hello. Well, there's the rebel cruiser I was thinking about. So we'll just wait for the rebel cruiser to expend all of its heavy rockets and its missiles. There's a lot of missiles. 20, in fact. But we can't screw around against the rebel cruiser. We are a powerful ship, but not that powerful. Meanwhile, that Confed patrol ship is really doing us a favor. This is a function of the Nova combat engine. The rebel cruiser is actually ignoring the little fighter in favor of continuing to chase me around. That would never have happened in the classic. As soon as that little fighter attacked the cruiser would have turned around, smacked the patrol ship down, and come back after me. Not everything was upgraded come Nova, sad to say. So we're actually going to commit a little bit of a crime against the Confederation. And we're going to kill him so that he doesn't steal our kill. And then I promised you a demonstration of space bombs. And the best way to deploy these, I think, is personally. You do not want to be next to those when those go off. We'll just take it with torps from here. And our combat rating is now noteworthy. And killing the cruiser should have made up for killing the patrol ship. And then some. Noteworthy is up there, but it is not quite too deadly yet. Where is that mission? Not having a lot of luck with it. I'm not entirely sure that it sets a necessary mission bit. So I might... Why do I have all this extra tonnage? Space bombs. That's why. I might go back to Saul here and see if I have any better luck with my new combat rating. Oh hey, check that out. We have an escort carrier. So as you can see, bulk freighter, couple of proton turrets, wing of manta fighters, and that's about it. As you can see, the shields are upgraded pretty significantly, but they are not at all up to par with, say, the Rebel Destroyer. I could beg for mercy, or I could just sick my mantas on you. My mantas, no. My lightnings. No luck. Okay, we haven't seen this yet, and it's worth doing. You're UE, aren't you? Says a man sitting at the bar. I've got a little job I need done. The citizens of Tabletop can't get enough wood products to meet their needs. They're willing to pay tremendous sums for even one shipment of trees. Or shipload of trees. All you have to do is take 10 tons of lumber there, and we'll both make a bundle. Are you interested? I certainly am. Great, says the man. I'll have the lumber loaded aboard your ship. The Relentless, right? He turns to leave, then stops. Oh, and one other thing. I think the local pirates are onto our little business, and they may want a piece of the pie. I'd be on the lookout. So we'll pop on over to Donnie over here. So 10 tons of trees will net us a cool 50 grand. Say nothing of all these pirate argosies that fly in and get promptly blown up. You boost your ship on a suborbital trajectory to a prearranged meeting place on the far side of Tabletop. There, a group of shady characters unloads the lumber from your cargo bay. You collect your payment and return to the spaceport. And the mission I'm looking for still isn't in the computer. Aztecs can go to hell. Not because of their shady business practices and dumping of toxic waste on Davidia, just because they want to send me to the farthest reaches of the galaxy for not a lot of money. Here it is. This is the mission I've been looking for. Transport industrial toxins. MST Industries needs to transport hazardous materials to another Confederate planet for disposal. I'll take it. Your mission contact explains that the planet's industries, like most in the Confederation, produce more waste than they know what to do with. So they have decided to hire individuals like yourself who are willing to provide transportation for a small portion of this toxic waste to a specialized refinery. That's not euphemistic at all. The officer promises that the job will pay well. You must deliver the cargo to New Columbia in the Tau Ceti system. You only have 1 month to complete your assignment before you must jettison the cargo. Because it'll be all unstable and shit and kind of deadly. New Columbia. That'll be the big planet up here. You breathe a sigh of relief as the containers of industrial toxins are carefully offloaded from your ship. You proceed to the company vault, where you are paid a handsome sum of 35,000 credits. Dandy. Back to the mission computer, and we have deliver refined toxins. MST Industries has a shipment of refined toxins that needs to be transported to a manufacturer on Tabletop. Sure. A corporate executive meets you over lunch. Some of the industrial byproducts that are refined at our plant are used to produce biological weaponry. We would like to enlist your help in transporting these goods to Tabletop in the Eridani system for the final stages of manufacturing. So the rebels don't care if you kill civilians in their territory, and the Confederation engages in dumping of toxic waste and biological warfare. Well, gee. At least in the rebellion, if you can defend yourself, you're allowed to do so. Hazards of not having the manpower to enforce law and order. Once again, the chemicals are offloaded from your ship. Just in time, says the man in charge of the team of workmen. The Confederation has just been hit hard by rebel forces, and many weapons manufacturers around the galaxy are shipping their weapons. If we need your services, we will call on you again. Based on my recollection and experience, that's actually the last of the industrial toxins missions. So, you never get those again. They never contact you about shipping more things around. But that may well have set a mission bit, which will enable me to continue. We'll hit up Mars Luna a few more times. Might be hitting a combat rating wall. Maybe not. No, this is just a follow-up to the escort carrier introduction mission that makes the escort carriers start appearing and whatnot. A Confederation officer approaches you. Captain Yui, we have another job for you. Another rebel escort carrier has been sighted near the Sol system and has been disrupting Confederation shipping in this region of space for the last week. We need this escort carrier eliminated so that the normal flow of supplies can be re-established. Interested in the job? Certainly. Good, the officer says. Your target is the rebel escort carrier RSS Manila Bay. Locate and destroy this ship, then return to Luna for your payment. Don't mind if I do. Now I reckon it's missions like this, because the escort carrier has no small amount of crew, something on the order of 80 to 100. Imagine it's missions like these that are meant to kind of passively increase your combat rating to allow you to continue the string. There's our target. I bribe him away. Here. This should give me an idea of how much shielding this has. One torpedo bringing it down about 18%. Torpedo does about 15 shields. So, call it about 15 times 5. That's about 75 shields, so it probably has 80 shields, the escort carrier. I don't have to kill the fighters, I just have to kill the carrier. Oh, I might even have a legal status issue. I might need to be a good egg. Let's clear these up. Wait, they're not actually doing a small amount of damage. I will once again resort to my lightning fighter bombers.
Target destroyed.
Okay, target down, return. Where did we get that? I think it was Luna. 50% chance here. It was Luna. And it's 100 grand to do that. That's actually quite worthwhile. Alright, so I think I am hitting either a combat rating or, well, I'm a good egg now. So I'm going to go hunting for a rebel cruiser. But I'll stay in Confederate space so that I don't have to worry too much about pissing off too many rebels. Or, you know, destroyer will do. Destroyer has about 200 crew, I think. Destroyer's a little beefy, but nothing a handful of torpedoes won't solve. He says after he himself gets blasted by quite a few. We'll just dodge these until they dissipate. I don't expect to advance from Noteworthy too terribly quickly. I believe I need to kill something on the order of 30,000 crew worth of ships to obtain the highest combat rating. And I think Deadly only needs about 10,000 or so.
Roger.
There's the target. many torpedoes to the center of a rebel destroyer? Few more than 3. And, I'm actually gonna try to capture this thing, because they have a lot of firepower. And they are well protected. They would make ideal escorts. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Those were some missile swarms. I'm gonna have to clean out the fighters here, because in the Nova AI, fighters are actually worth their weight. In the original EV, you could pretty much ignore fighters, because they'd only ever get a couple of blasts off before they flew right by you. 2 destroyers, huh? Can I get these guys one on top of the other so I can just space bomb them? Oh, you're gonna start throwing torpedoes at me. That's no good. I'll be dodging these for a while. Torpedoes do a lot more damage than a standard missile, but they turn much slower, turn and move much slower. They have a much longer lifespan, though. They balance out pretty well. Noda, this is not a metal pickaxe. This is the most awesomest ship ever. This is the Noda Kestrel. Oh hey, they're stacked up now. I can space bomb them. Bye-bye! Come on. Fly yourself into the bombs. Do it! Do it! Come on, one more. Come on! Keep up! Keep up! There we go. It's only a pickaxe from the top-down view. Oh, I'm realizing that I don't actually have my Twitch chat put through to the stream here. I need to fix that. There we go. Good, good. So what has been missed in the recording, as it were, is a friend of mine whom I know as Nota, but is identified here as TwitchBot3890 for some reason, inquired as to why I was flying a metal pickaxe through space. A laser pew-pewing pickaxe of death. Yes, Nota. Say hi to YouTube. Give me 30. Restock my flares. Only got 6 bombs left. I'm going to save those for a cruiser. And there's the cruiser. Still noteworthy at the moment. This frigate's going to do a lot of the work. That rebel cruiser doesn't turn its attention. Let's not get hit by that heavy rocket. Alright, who's here? Little Confed patrol ship. Fed's gonna cramp my style here. Because that patrol ship does not concern the cruiser enough to actually kill the patrol ship instead of attacking me. It means I have to kill the patrol ship so it doesn't take my killing blow. And I do not have enough armor for that. You may wonder why I continue to fire at ships after they've started blowing up, and that is force of habit from the original EV, where there was a bug where if you continued to fire on a ship after it started to blow up, you actually got an extra kill registered for every shot you land. So you could, theoretically, go from harmless to ultimate combat rating by knocking out a Confederate cruiser and having a whole bunch of cannons firing. Because the Confederate cruiser took so long to explode and you would get so many hits in while it was blowing up, that killing that one cruiser and continuing to shoot it as it blows up, it actually racked up something on the order of 50, 100 kills. And it was a very handy way to bypass the need to spend a lot of time hunting targets. But that's another thing that has been lost in the Nova port. Am I still welcomed up there? I am not. That is sad. I may be able to get more space bombs down here, though. So I'm going to try to do that. Just don't manta. Not worth my attention. But that's a destroyer. This is worth my attention. Welcome to Pirates Cove, the southern pirate base in the galaxy. Oh, excuse me, Privateer's Haven. Pirates Cove must be the western. No! Darn it. I keep hitting the wrong button. So, when a place doesn't like you, you can always bribe them and let you land. But sometimes the planet just won't let you do that, and they'll reject that offer outright. Oh, I never purchased my third proton turret. I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that at all. I gotta fix that big time. Here at pirate locations, you can also purchase fake IDs, which will clear your legal record in Confederation space. I could have done that earlier instead of killing pirates to restore my legal status. But as you can see, that's going to cost $2.5 million, and why do that when you can just blow things up? And Noda, for your pickaxe comment, you should be able to see now a little bit better the shape of the Kestrel here in the shipyard image. See, it's not a pickaxe at all. The struts, or fins, whatever you want to call them, they're at very odd angles to allow for that. Yeah, it's kind of a grappling hook. It's kind of a grappling hook. Shut up, it looks cool. Whoops. I was just reckless and inadvertently chose to deliver drugs to Confederate planet, and that's going to piss them off, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to abort that. Okay. No space bombs here. So I think that means I need to hit... I'll probably go to Ruby. Let's try Ruby.
Roger.
I mean, if you're gonna fire on me, you should expect to die. Take your money. You're not worth it being an escort, though. So you can just die. Alright. On our way to Ruby. Maybe they will sell space bombs. Oh wow. Escort carrier. It seems Novaport has made them far more common than they ever were in the original. 3 jumps. I have 2.
Roger that.
Why, hello, Mr. Argosy. Why, you'd love to offer me your fuel. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that fuel. Don't mind me, Mr. Confed Frigate. I did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong at all.
That's affirmative.
Yeah, they don't like me here. Let's go ahead and take this destroyer out. Only takes 2 to bring the Rebel Destroyer's shields down to almost nothing. Aw. What out there destroyed that? Whatever it did so with a missile. Must have been an escort, so I think I still got credit for that. Kill that for me. Here we are at Ruby. Space bombs for me? Space bombs! Excellent, excellent. Oh, I needed space for my 3rd proton turret. You know what? I think I'm going to do without a 3rd turret. I think the space bombs actually are more useful to me. Having to fight proper warships with a civilian vessel. Any rebels to blow up? Looking for rebels to blow up. And get my combat rating up. It was kind of a waste of time, but he's here. I have guns. Oh, look, a cruiser. Perfect. Hello, Mr. Cruiser. I must piss you off before you leave the system. We will play our lightnings to contend with the mantis here. Yeah. There's a destroyer out there now, which is unfortunate. Okay, so I gotta wait for this cruiser to run out of ordnance, because space bombs are kind of difficult to deploy. And you can see the automatic flare launcher isn't really serving me very well. I think the cruiser is out of ordnance, but the destroyer is not. And you're going to start flooding torpedoes now. God damn it. Just wait for these to go away. I think I have to deal with this destroyer first. Okay, time for the cruiser. Come on, cruiser. Catch up. That's it. That's it. Hit more of those bombs. Let's make our debut of Javelin rockets. It's not a lot of damage, but it's got good range. And you know what? I'm very tempted to board this ship and try to capture it just for the 1% chance that I can take it, but really need my combat rating enhanced here. Aha! Combat rating is now excellent! Up from noteworthy. Perhaps that will be sufficient to advance the storyline. Before I go anywhere, though, I should probably go restock on space bombs, because I used half of them. Who knew Ruby would turn out to be my new favorite hideout? Sell laser turrets here? No? If I can't have 3 protons, I should probably be pretty well served with 3 laser turrets instead of 2 protons. So laser turrets are a lot lighter. Sauron might sell them. Sauron will not sell proton turrets. I might have to go to Earth. Oh, that's a heavy rocket. Got lucky that it ran out of range just before it hit me. Heavy rockets don't do as much damage as space bombs, but they're the next best thing. Here. Torpedoes are easy to replace. No! Okay. armor's an issue. I need to not get hit. I think something else is out there. Whew. Once again, lucky. Heavy rocket runs out of range just before it hits me. I need to recover. I will try to bribe this here rebel planet to letting me land. And they don't take kindly being offered a bribe, unfortunately. Maybe better luck in the independent Olympus system. Maybe they will be easier to bribe. Okay, just don't piss off the rebels. They're not shooting me right now. Okay, no luck here. We got a good amount of our shields recovered now, though. We'll go straight to Sauron. And what do we have here? Got our torpedoes resupplied. Javelins. Flares. Oops. I didn't mean to take off. What do we have? Pirate vet. Cool. Someone's trying to take the kill. Yeah, you show that Confederate patrol ship. Okay. So I want to swap out my 2 proton turrets for 3 laser turrets. And I think the closest place I can do that is going to be Earth or Stardock Alpha. And while we're in the Sol system, we'll check Luna and Mars. See if we can advance the storyline. Down, down, up, up, up. And Luna. No mission there. How about Mars? Search and rescue. Don't need it. Lumber. Don't need it. Okay, another couple of visits. Re-roll the mission availability. Search and rescue, don't need it. Where are you? Nope. Nope. And search and rescue again. Don't need it. I'll check Mars one last time. Sure, let's go hit the Rebel freighter convoy. Where do we need to go? Here's the situation. A small convoy of Rebel freighters will be passing through the Deneb system in a few days. The destruction of this convoy will hamper the rebellion's military efforts for the next several weeks. We have received word through our spies that the convoy is being accompanied by one of the rebels' new escort carriers. Our mission is to completely destroy the convoy, then meet one of our operatives on Deneb 3 for payment.
Roger that.
we can do that. Denham's conveniently quite local. And the freighters we have to take out are pretty easy to damage. Should be able to just throw out a couple of torpedoes each. There's our first ship. That's the escort carrier. And here are the freighters. And that just leaves the escort carrier with our new full laser array. Should go down pretty quickly. Denham's none too happy that I'm engaging in hostilities in their system, but so be it. Did I just see another light freighter? I thought I got all of you. Okay, that's everything. A Confederation operative meets you at the spaceport. Excellent work, Captain, he says. The loss of that convoy will mean severe parts and fuel shortages for the rebellion in the next week or two. Congratulations, you have done the Confederation a great service today. She hands you a credit chip and walks away. How much? 100 grand. That's a little more worth doing than I thought it was. A representative of the Deneb 3 government bursts into the bar. This system is under attack by pirates, he shouts. The local government will pay a princely sum to whoever can eliminate the pirate menace. Will you help? I sure will.
Roger that.
This is actually one of the more difficult things, because you get confronted by no fewer than 5 pirate corvettes. They are not lightly armed. So, suffice to say, I'm going to be dodging things for a little while. And if I were to attempt to fight all 5 of these head-on, I would lose very, very quickly. Here's that lone Confederation patrol ship picking things off. Doing a good job of it, too. Oh, geez, there's still 3 alive. That's 6 laser turrets I'm trying to contend with. Let's not. Here. Let's use our lightnings. They're out of ordnance, so I don't think I have to worry about my lightning's getting destroyed too easily.
Target destroyed. Acknowledged.
Very handy to have that firepower in your pocket. Thank you, says the local spaceport official. You've saved our system from domination by pirates. Consider these credits a token of our goodwill. 100 grand. But, they still haven't cleaned my legal record. What a shame. Haven't done this yet. 2 men at the next table are arguing. I'm telling you, Jenkins, one of them is saying, we don't have the capacity to run this excess today. The other one notices you staring at them. Hey, you're a captain of the Relentless, aren't you? Interested in easy 10,000 credits? Sure, just because it's a mission string on, it's something to see. Great, says the first man. We're with the Operations Department of Starbound Shipping. We have some extra packages that need to get to Torgo Prime, but all our courier ships are out on other assignments. We'll load the cargo into your ship. All you have to do is take it to Torgo Prime for an easy 10,000. Well, let me tell you, going that far for 10,000 is an utter waste of time, but we're going to do it anyway, because this unlocks mission bits that make available things that are more lucrative. Anything I can do on the way? Wrong direction, wrong direction. Wrong direction, I think. Where the hell is Merlin? Pretty sure it's one of the rebel things on the outskirts. No, it's a planet on Confederate space. Little moon. Still the wrong direction. All of that is the wrong direction. So be it. We'll see what interesting things we can find to do on the way, like taking out this rebel cruiser to further enhance our combat rating. I'm a little short on torpedoes. I'm not happy about that. Fire! Get back in here before that cruiser kills you. Okay. I think javelins are going to be the order of the day. We'll hide behind this asteroid.
Roger that.
I don't know what's going on out there. Something's shooting at something.
Engaging weapon.
Aw, my Corvette escort got picked apart because I told it to hold still instead of defending itself. I thought all the mantis were on me. It was very unfortunate. There's a fair bit of firepower no longer at my disposal. Okay. Are you out of missiles yet? Oh? Looks like you're out of missiles. This is gonna take a while. But I really don't have the firepower to go toe-to-toe. Asteroid in the way. Another manta. Another manta. The whole reason I'm afraid of this here Rebel cruiser is it has something on the order of four times the shields I do, but it is now well below that mark. Oh, I want to capture it. Oh, such luck. Okay, continuing on the way. Jeez, where are all these mantis coming from? Nope. That's a Rebel cruiser. I need to kill things. Okay. So the last cruiser took us in the order of 420 Javelin rockets to take down. That's right, they're cheap. I have... oh. Well, I have help. Confederate cruiser decided to jump in. And the Rebel cruiser is ignoring the Confederate cruiser. Very much to its peril. Run out of missiles already. Fall prey to the Monty Python maneuver. Looks like we're moving too fast for that Confed cruiser to keep up. Which suits me, because that means there's a much lower chance of having credit for the kill being taken from me. So Torgo hates me for that, but so be it. It's just a backwater independent location. A couple of starbound shipping employees unload the parcels from your ship's cargo bay. Thanks for the help, one of them says. We'll probably have work like this for you to do in the future, so keep your ears open, okay? Well, I guess there's another Rebel cruiser to fight. And I kinda gotta. At least I have enough fuel to dodge things this time. Where's that cruiser? Don't you leave the system on me. There's a very inconvenient pirate clipper right there. Where did that manta come from? Something just came in. A second cruiser. Well, guess who's gonna be using some space bombs? Guys, get back in here before you get in trouble. And we're gonna be dodging missiles while... There's a pirate vet out there. Looks like he's trained on the rebels, so that's kind of convenient. Just gotta monitor this situation and take the Corvette out before the cruiser goes down. No, the Corvette is actually been defeated, but maybe I can swoop in here. Aha! My Corvette has been replaced. assuming I can keep it alive. Okay, so, cruisers, have some bombs. So I want to get some distance. Start moving gently in the direction of the cruiser. Shit. I missed. These bombs don't last too terribly long. Come on, cruiser. Come on. Come on. There you go. We can work with that. Okay. Landing request denied, but maybe they can be bribed. Because I want to make sure I save having knocked those out. Very good. Oh, die. Little pirate pest. Still only excellent on the combat rating, but what are you gonna do? Let me think. Is there anything else that I can possibly do? I might be able to get the Artemis string going. Definitely don't want to go to the bar on any rebel-controlled planets, because they can actually coerce you to change sides. Aha. Oh. It's just one of those. That's fine. We'll do it. Nexus system. That's dandy, but I need to restock my torpedoes before I do that. Is there a time limit on this thing? Doesn't look that way. Torpedoes. Can't get space bombs, so I'll just get the extra torps. And I'll be on my way. Go blow up some rebel shipping. I don't think these missions do much to advance my combat rating. The freighters only have about 21, 24 crew apiece. Alright, that takes care of them. Try to avoid the mantas, because that's not all that small an amount of firepower right there. Of course, the Independents ain't happy I'm killing rebels. I think Spicer might sell me space bombs, so I'm gonna hop up there. Oh, I should watch for any rebel warships I can destroy on the way, such as this one. Frigate. All too happy to kill the small fry. Keep my reputation in this region fairly decent. Uh-oh, what do we have here? Pirate. No problem. Space bombs! Yay, space bombs! A few too many torpedoes. There. Okay, avoid the bar. Avoid the bar. So you don't get forced into changing strings. Oh, what just entered the system? Something... Holy shit! Heavy rockets, man. An entire pirate fleet? Okay. Once again, we'll engage in this, just keep our reputation good in this area. So, okay. Armor's a little low. Just a little low. This is what we have lightnings for. Mess them up. Mess them up, boys. And maybe add a little firepower to my fleet. Maybe. Very nice. I don't know what's going on out there, but I don't want to stick around. Ships are pretty fragile soon after you capture them, so I'd rather not take the risk of a stray shot re-disabling my new escort. What are you shooting at? You're shooting at my escorts, man. Careful with those heavy rockets. I'm gonna have to punish you. You're being very indiscriminate with your fire. Okay. Where am I at here? Hey, combat rating is now dangerous. Let's check for missions again. I believe the next step is deadly, which I know is sufficient for all missions. But dangerous might be enough. No lumber. Not interested in lumber merchanting. You can see my credits are slowly declining. Bingo. A Confederation officer in the bar recognizes you as the captain of the Relentless and invites you to his table. Confed Intel is looking for a pilot who can fly a basic recon mission without asking too many questions, he says. Are you interested? I am indeed. 3 days ago, the officer tells you, a rebel raiding party breached the Confederation's patrol network and infiltrated our high-security weapons research facility on Ruby in the NGC 6564 system. Nothing has been heard from the facility since, though we have reason to believe that it is still intact. Your mission is to proceed to Ruby and investigate. Seven jumps. We can do that on one tank, but we should rearm. What's the date? 24th. Welcome to the uninhabited system, Mentos, the Fresh Maker. Breck Verinar. Yeah, no, I'm not going to pay you for fuel. I can just land for fuel. Ah, finally, someone has arrived to check up on us, says the head of Ruby Research Facility as he approaches you in the base's hangar. The rebels knocked out our primary communications array, and we've been unable to make reports to the Confederation. Unfortunately, the rebels got away with a prototype of a new weapon and all of our data on it. We'll have more information for you soon. Meet me in the bar when you're finished in the hangar. He hurries off to oversee repairs of the facility. And I'm just gonna lift off and land again, because that's how you save the game. You lift off from a planet. And, I have this habit from the original Eevee, which had a habit of crashing at inopportune times while you were on the planet. So, the rebels have fled from the NGC 6564 system with the stolen prototype, says the base commander as you sit down. He takes a sip from his Ginian tonics, grimaces, and continues. Our last sighting report from our patrol ships places them on a course to Sauron. Your mission will be to proceed there and investigate. Proceed there and investigate I shall! Damn. Missed an opportunity to kill a ship of significant crew count. That's alright. And Canopus is empty. Alright, we proceed to Sauron. Whereupon we will find a rebel manta and some mercenaries. This is interesting. You almost never see mercenaries. Damn you and your javelin rockets. Ooh, pirate. Can I get there in time? Nope. Confederate gunboat. Too much firepower. So here we are, Sauron. There's a message from your Confederation contact waiting for you in the spaceport's comm center. The bounty hunters you encountered were probably sent by the rebellion to prevent you from following the stolen weapons convoy, his image says. It seems to have worked, as they have escaped, for now. We are working on locating them again. There should be an operative waiting for you in the spaceport bar. And did I spend any javelins? I did not. All these Confed officers are starting to look the same to you. The rebels have eluded us again, this one says, but we know roughly where they're heading. Advanced scouts have located them heading towards the Darwin system, which means they're probably planning on transferring the stolen weapon prototype to another ship at the Blackthorn station. Follow them there to investigate, but watch out for rebel defenders. The cruiser, RSS Renegade, has recently been sighted in the area. I look forward to the opportunity to blow up another cruiser. Go away, dude. You and your javelins can fuck off. Farazan. Rebel destroyer. Let's go ahead and kill that. Get our javelins ready. No, we'll never get him before he leaves. Him, however. It's not the Renegade, but it's a thing. I didn't get there in time. Fine. Rebel cruiser? Rebel cruiser? No? Pirates, cruiser, bunch of mantas, whole bunch of mantas, whole bunch of mantas. I don't know, I want to kill rebel cruisers, but I don't think this is a good system for it. I would be reliant on my space bombs, and all these asteroids would detonate my space bombs before the cruisers did. I think I'm going to play the evasion course here. Thankfully, you eluded the cruiser Renegade, says the Confederate operative who meets you in the bar. But the rebels have used the opportunity to escape our grasp yet again. Soon we will have a fix on their current location. Meet me here again soon. And do I need to rearm? A little bit. Once more, the rebel traitors have escaped, but thanks to your efforts, we're closing in on them, says your contact. The Clotho system, a long-time rebel stronghold, is the thieves' current destination. Because of the high numbers of rebel warships in the area, we are dispatching a squadron of patrol ships to assist you. Rebel warships? Puny fighters. Thanks! Where was I? Backtrack to the Farazan system and rendezvous with them. No, I can do without your fighter support. Your mission is to somehow get onto Clotho Prime and contact another of our agents there. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Because somehow getting onto Clotho Prime is a fairly simple matter of having the mission. You can land anywhere as long as you have a mission to land there.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Okay, no shortage of rebel ships, however. No asteroids here. I can use my bombs. Not deadly yet. So I have every incentive to blow them up. Fly into your death. Okay, 2 destroyers and a cruiser. Ugh. I'm gonna start lobbing torpedoes now. Okay, sounds like they're out. Let's go dodge the lot. Alright, and I think those will run out of steam, or they can catch up to me again. Can I round these guys up? Get them simultaneous with bombs? Not looking very promising. Come on, where are you? In visual range, darn it. Alright, this isn't great. But we'll make do. Ooh. There's another destroyer out there. He will no doubt interrupt me. We'll try to get this done. I do not want to be there. Slim chance, but we'll try for it. What? Why did my legal status improve by killing rebel warships? What the heck? I think I may have found a bug. Well, here we go back to... It's Clotho Prime I need to land on, right? Yeah. So the rebels, apparently overjoyed that I've destroyed many of their friends, have decided to let me land. Greetings, says the Confederation's agent on Clotho Prime, after identifying himself with the proper password. I have been authorized to tell you a little bit more about the weapon you're pursuing. It's called a particle beam cannon, and it has the potential to turn the tide of the war against the rebellion. Its recovery is of the utmost importance to Confederation High Command. Meet me here again soon for further instructions. Well, that won't be a problem. I can even leave and come back because the rebels love me for killing rebels. We've traced the rebel thieves to their final destination, says the Confederation spy who is again waiting for you in the bar. They intend to transfer the stolen particle beam to their research facility on Palshife in the Satori system. Just a hop, skip, and a jump from here. You must recover the weapon before their freighter gets to Palshife, then bring it immediately to our nearest garrison on Hodgson's world. Blah, blah. Now, what is their freighter? I think it's a bulk freighter. And disabling that could be a little tricky, because they're kind of fragile. That's a big rebel fleet. I'm not even going to bother. So maybe I should. Yep. I spotted the weapon transport. It is indeed a bulk freighter. And disabling it, while normally a simple matter of 2 torpedoes, in Novaport, 2 torpedoes will be fatal. Well, I gotta treat this thing with kid gloves. 1 torpedo! Oh my. And it got blown up by Rebel stray fire. So we have to do that again. Neep. Maybe if I kill them in this system, they won't pursue me to Satori. This might take a little while. Those not interested in watching the combat on, well, YouTube, stream people, you have no choice, but YouTube folks may want to fast forward a few minutes. I cannot afford these losses. Back in here. Yeah, back in here. There we go.
That's affirmative.
Okay, what do we got? We got not enough space bombs. That's what we got. Mini cruisers. 3 cruisers. Oh boy. Well, I have just enough bombs to take 1 cruiser. So I've got to take other means. These. Ugh. Guidance system on these torpedoes ain't great. Ow. Lost all my shields in that engagement. Oh, hell. I think I'm toast. I think I'm toast. I have one option. Beg for mercy. And then ask them to help me. So what I've just done is bribe them all to stop killing me, and after having done so, bribed them again to come repair my propulsion systems, because that last destroyer got a lucky torpedo in and kind of dead here. This cruiser could take a little while to get here. There it is. Can you see it flashing on the radar? Almost here. Almost here. He's going to repair me. I'm going to go try to capture the 2 rebel destroyers, and I'll be on my way. Repay his mercy. Okay. So, rebel destroyer. No capture. Blow it up. Cruiser don't care. Cruiser got his money. No dice. But that's a little something anyway. Of course, now I have no torpedoes. We'll see what happens.
That's affirmative.
Nope. Nope. Destroying ships in that last system had no effect on this one whatsoever. My lightnings and escorts are too powerful. And I just gotta get a good pass and... well, there we go. My first death of this playthrough. I ate 4 heavy rockets when I was in no condition to eat them. Well, live and learn. No sense destroying them here.
Roger.
So we need to locate the weapon transport, put 1 torpedo on it, and lure these dudes well away. Alright, weapon transport is disabled. Now I just gotta wait around, have the rebels chase me really far away from the transport, make sure I am positioned away from the transport relative to the rebel fleet, so no stray heavy rockets go and hit the transport. And I think I'm far enough away. Let the afterburner burn. Get down here. Quickly. Got it. And we'll make our way out of here. Welcome to Hodgson's World in the Matar system. Uh-oh. Land. Before all my escorts die. The rebel fleet warped in right on top of my escorts, and the first thing they're going to do is fire a bunch of heavy rockets, and it's no good. It's no good. So, well done, the Confederation Garrison Commander of Hodgson's World. Can't say that word. You have returned the stolen particle beam cannon to the Confederation. As a token of our gratitude, we wish for you to have the prototype. Your ship can be our first operational test of this new weapon. Meanwhile, our shipwrights will begin work on a new class of heavy cruiser that will be armed with this weapon. I got a big heavy gun now.
Roger that.
So now I have this fuel-guzzling beam cannon here. It does do quite a bit of damage, though. So that's something. It's not as useful as the goodies you get on the rebel side, but hey, take what you can get. Uh-huh. Rebel freighter convoy. Sure, I'll do it. We're at Jimkata. I know where that is. You. And we will see about using the particle beam for the task, just to try to showcase it in some form. Stop off at Levo for fuel, because particle beam's kind of useless if you have no fuel. No navigation hazards. Very nice. Pirates, fed. No problem. And I'm out of fuel. Oh, hi. Normally, you can't board those. Don't mind if I do. Okay, that's a mistake. Very nearly found myself disabled there. And something on it. Must have been the first stray torpedo. Okay. So, Rebel convoy defeated. Give me cash. Oh. Kestrel! I'm happy to see that. Except the Confeds actually brought it down, to my surprise. Here, go away. Leave me my prize. Money! Easy 400 grand. Didn't even have to fight the thing myself. Am I short any bombs? I am short bombs. Should pay a visit to Spica. Despite all these rebel ships I'm blown up, I still have a wonderful reputation in the rebellion. I could be wrong, but I don't think the original game was so forgiving. Okay, stray away from the bar. You don't want to change sides. You do, however, want to assist this here Corvette in knocking down this Rebel destroyer. Darn, I missed, I wanted to disable both of them. Try to cap them both. But I'll settle for one. Who's spraying rockets? Here's a Confed frigate. He'll take care of this destroyer for me. I gotta get to this one before he blows this one up. No dice. Looks like the frigate's gonna win this one. Guess I have something to say about it. Actually, shields are down. Screw it, I'm gonna tap you too. No luck. Destroyer. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, you go ahead. Okay. Got all my bombs, got all my torpedoes. Let us return. The other thing that was really powerful about the particle beam in the original game was the way the game handled beams was they didn't really impact anything per se. So you could actually functionally hit any number of ships simultaneously, provided they were all stacked up on top of each other. Unfortunately, it seems that in the Nova implementation, particle beam stops when it hits something. So you can only hit one ship at a time. That makes it far less useful. But on the other hand, there is the benefit that in the Nova port, touching something for the briefest possible period of time doesn't immediately piss it off with a beam. So, you know, trade-offs. Because it was really easy to engage in accidental friendly fire when you just kind of hit everything in the way. Alright, so it's dangerous enough to start the next leg. Do I need to go blow up more cruisers? Which I should have an easier time of with the particle beam, honestly. Lucas! Lucas, we have the Artemis string. An old man in tattered clothes approaches you. Greetings, my friend, he says. My name is Lucas. I need safe passage to Liberty Station in the NGC 1776 system. I will reward you when we land. Are you interested? I certainly am. There are some pirates who do not want me to get to Liberty Station, the old man tells you. I have heard that you are just the pilot to get me there, though. I'm entrusting my life to you. Your passenger enters your ship, straps himself in, and then falls asleep. So be it. Liberty Station, eh? Liberty Station. Whoops. Where are these pirates that don't want you to get there? Was it just that clipper? These pirate clippers just don't happen in the Sol system. Has to have been mission related. Okay, rebels aren't happy here, but they might be bribed. Because I want fuel. And we got these, that's a pirate vet. Ignore that. Just need him to run out of rockets, and we'll be okay. Alright. Don't want to hit him too hard here. Okay, let's add to my fleet. Hopefully. Come here. No dice. We'll bribe another landing. Get ourselves repaired. And continue on our way. Getting Lucas to Liberty Station. Manta versus patrol ship. Manta wins. Rebel Destroyer. Still need the combat rating. Can I get there in time? No. Fine. Onward then. Alright, what do we got here? Fed. A vet. Let's just hide behind these here asteroids. Neener, 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 you can't hurt me. Come, be a part of my fleet, or die. They have chosen death. Liberty Station. Lucas wakes up and strides off your ship. Even in his tattered robes, you realize he looks like a leader. Thank you for the safe trip, my friend. You are indeed the excellent pilot we were told you were. My group could use your services. Next time you are in the Sirius system, stop by the bar on Sirius Station. One of my group is always there. Just ask for me. Then Lucas slips into the crowd and disappears. Anything going to Saul? No? Fine. And we'll move along. We'll go ahead to Sirius on the assumption that the Lucas mission string will enhance our combat rating as necessary. I probably shouldn't be jumping as soon as I enter the system, because I could miss opportunities like this one. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it, you bastard. Dag-nabbed. Rebel Manta blew up the Corvette before I could try to capture it. It's a low price, but I don't really care. And we are all nicely armed. However,
That's affirmative.
we are now reaching the end of my stream window here. So I should probably call it right here. When we resume, looks like Sunday maybe? We will see about continuing the Lucas mission string as suggested. See if we can find his people here on Sirius Station. And in lieu of that, we'll go blow up some more Rebel warships in hopes of getting our combat rating high enough to continue the Confederate string. But for now, this is, as always, Huey Admiral, signing out. Mirab with sails unfurled, and thanks for watching.